Hello, my name is Pastor Stanley Mwalili, Senior and Founding Pastor of the Green Pastures Tabernacle and Emerald International School. It's been a privilege to really serve God and to just honor Him in my life and through the many opportunities that God has given me to work with so many people to make a difference in the lives of many, many others. And these are seasons where there's a lot that we can talk about pertaining the church. And these are some of the issues that I will be so glad to just in a brief way engage and just provide a voice just to help in understanding and appreciating some of the realities that are with us today. And so I'm glad you're with me, and I believe that together we can just learn and educate each other as we ensure that we are creating the right environment as far as our spiritual lives are concerned. So welcome. To start us off, there is this issue concerning the regulation of churches and the pending bill that has been proposed by one of the honorable members of parliament. And I believe it is quite in order that members of parliament really step in to try and introduce legislation that helps the nation. One of the things that I would like to say is that there is absolutely nothing wrong with regulation. Regulatory frameworks should be in place for virtually everything. When you look at the creation of God, really, God, when He created the earth, He provided regulatory mechanisms. So for anyone really to be opposed to regulation, I think it's absolutely a bit naive. When it comes to regulating churches, I believe churches operate under what you call the Societies Act. And there are very clear frameworks of how churches need to run and how things need to be done. And for me, I believe unless there are some very serious inherent weaknesses, then that should be addressed to ensure that anyone that is found flouting clear provisions of the act that governs the societies, then we need to be very careful how we go about it, because we can easily move into excitement because of certain few rotten elements in the name of the church, and in the process of exciting people, and those people who are basically opposed to really what they do not understand, we can easily find ourselves into problems. So in short, I believe there is regulation, and what are the people responsible for ensuring that organizations like churches run well need to go back and ask themselves, why are we not seeing the enforcement of these regulations? Because it is one thing to have regulatory frameworks, it's another thing altogether to actually enforce them. And so a big chunk of the problem, in my opinion, lies in the lack of will and effort to ensure that the regulatory frameworks are enforced by the relevant arms of either the law or those who are mandated by the Constitution to do so.